There's a family-owned restaurant in Morton Grove, Illinois called Bert's Place. It's a pizza joint, but actually more than that, it's the place where you can get the best pan pizza, certainly in the Chicagoland area, and I bet anywhere in the country. The pizza's made by Bert Katz, and it's served to you by Bert's wife, Sharon. Now, let me tell you about a recent trip I made with my family to Bert's. We walked in, seated right away, were served antipasto salads that were phenomenal. Just as we were finishing our salads, the pizza arrives. It's got this caramelized crust around, not too much cheese, the delicious sauce. We ate the pizza, chatting with each other. At one point, Sharon came over, served us some more pizza, chatted with us for a while, compliments to the chef, pay the check, and leave happy. That was our experience the last time we went to Bert's, and that's always our experience at Bert's. Well, now let me tell you about some experiences I've seen other people have at Bert's. I've seen a couple arrive to a restaurant that was basically empty except for us and one other family, and be told they're going to have to wait 2 hours. I saw someone scoffed at for trying to order an appetizer. I saw someone scolded for serving themselves, scolded, they didn't scald themselves, maybe they did, scolded for serving themselves another slice of pizza, and I saw someone barked at sharply in a foreign language for trying to pay their bill. So what? Like, how is it that we have these amazing experiences at Bert's, and other people have these awkward to terrible experiences at Bert's? Like, what's the difference? I've thought about it a lot, and I've figured it out. The difference is that I'm a lawyer, and I think like a lawyer, and these other people are non-lawyers who think the way normal people are supposed to think. So what do I mean when I say thinking like a lawyer? Well, before I went to law school, I thought I had a pretty good idea about what it was to be a lawyer. I mean, I'd seen Matlock and LA Law, so I figured lawyers were super good looking, fierce advocates for their clients, a little cool maybe on the personality scale, and wore a ton of seersucker. And if you watch any kind of lawyer shows today in pop culture, The Good Wife or anything like that, Suits, you probably think lawyers are even better looking than I thought they were. Plus, again, this sort of cool professionalism, maybe not so loyal in their personal relationships, and fierce advocates for their clients. Well, we all know that drawing lessons from pop culture about what a profession is like is dangerous. I mean, I watch The Big Bang Theory, but I don't think that makes me an expert on physics or physicists. I know what bazinga means, but that's about it. But there are some truths we see in pop culture about lawyers. They're fierce advocates for their clients. They are cool and professional, and on a per capita basis, definitely more seersucker than the average person in the population. But there's more than that makes a lawyer a lawyer. What really makes a lawyer is that they approach problems and think like a lawyer. So what do I mean by that? Well, there's two kind of connected ideas. One is lawyers study rules obsessively. Now, those rules might come from, let's say, the criminal code that says it's a crime to steal, or they may come from a contract like online terms and conditions, and even lawyers just usually click I agree. Or it might come from the United States Constitution. But in any event, lawyers study obsessively rules. We try to understand them in all their nuance, and that allows us to avoid the kinds of intuitive thinking that are so helpful in normal life. But in legal life, you need to understand and obsess over those rules. That's the first thing lawyers do, but the second interconnected thing is that we then help our clients to navigate those rules to accomplish their goals. So there are three primary ways that lawyers help their clients sort of work with rules. I'm going to explain those to you today, and then I'm going to show you how you can use those in your everyday life. The first thing that lawyers do once they have a comprehension of the rules